Hey, welcome to Live from Dennis's house. Today we are spotlighting the Monkees. All monkeys, nothing but the Monkees, and then some more monkeys. And we have so much to talk about today. We are going to mix up the format. I'm going to tell you what we're going to do. We have the Monkees Tribute band with us tonight, the Drunkees. Let's hear it for them. That's an awesome name, I gotta say.
Yes.
And we have the fifth monkey calling in our next segment is too, Jody Ritson.
Wow.
You are good, yes.
No.
Yeah, absolutely. And we have so much to get to, but first we're going to start off the show with a long-distance dedication to my good buddy Don Kirshner. And we're going to listen to Last Train to Clarksville, and we're going to come back and start monkeying it up. This was a phenomenon of the 60s. Could have only happened in the 60s. And it was a TV show about a band, and it turned into an actual band. When does that ever happen? It's unheard of. You don't hear of, like, Adam West actually turning into Batman or a superhero or stuff like that, right? So this was a once-in-a-lifetime event. Come 1965, there was an ad put in the Hollywood trade papers, and it drew over 400 young hopefuls to try out for the Monkees. It was a new show. So the first guy, Davy Jones, the quick-witted 19-year-old British actor.
So cute.
Very adorable, right? Yeah. So, and then the next guy was 20-year-old Mickey Dolenz from Southern California. And he was a child star on TV in a show called
Circus Boy.
Yeah, 1 point for Bill. All right, next question is going to Dave now. 21-year-old Peter Tork was a folk musician who recently relocated from New York City. Now, his friend recommended him to the directors of the show. Who was his famous friend? Later went on to huge international superstardom.
Charles Manson.
I was going to say a Wilson
Mr.
brother.
Carter, Mr.
All
Carter.
right, for the steal, we have Bill.
It was Steven Stills.
Very good.
Wow,
Second
nice.
choice.
Nice for the steal.
And then there was 22-year-old Texas musician Mike Nesmith. And that was the end of it. So the TV show debuted in 1966, the fall of 1966.
Wow.
And even before the show got on, Last Train to Clarksville was already number one. Their debut album was number one, and Monkey Mania was in full swing. Eventually, they actually went on tour. So these guys did play their own instruments for a little while, and they went on tour. And do you know who opened up for them, Brian?
That would be Jimi Hendrix.
Yes!
Wow, Jimi Hendrix opened for the
For the Monkees. Come 1967, they put out a second album that debuted at number one, knocking the first album to number two. So they had the number one and the number two albums in the country.
Amazing.
That is amazing.
Outsold the Beatles and the Rolling Stones
I did.
Combined.
Wow.
That is the most amazing fact I've ever heard. 35 million albums sold, outsold the Beatles and the Stones, and they had huge hits. That's actually what made the show. That I don't think we'd still be talking about them right now if they didn't have these great songs. It would just be a goofy TV show.
It was so
But they had amazing, songs. Last Train to Clarksville, Daydream Believer,
Yeah.
Little Bit You, Little Bit Me, Stepping Stone, I'm a Believer. Even the theme song was an awesome song.
Yes.
And Mary Mary, who did a famous remake of Mary Mary.
Run DMC.
There you go.
Wow.
Do you recall the historic Beverly Hills Hotel debacle? This is when Don Kirshner came. There was a meeting with all of them, and Don Kirshner came with a check, a $250,000 check for each one of them. And
That's $1 million altogether.
And the song Sugar Sugar. And when Mike heard that, he refused to record it, and he punched his fist through the wall in the hotel.
Oh, yeah.
And he said, next time it's going to be your face.
Oh.
And then Davey said he knew it was on the way down. He
Davey.
said, that's it. It's over. As we hit the high point, and now it's all downhill. So then they flexed their muscles, and Don Kirshner was actually forced out.
The problem was that they released their album on their own the same day as Sgt. Pepper's. So their album sort of disappeared without a trace. It wasn't their fault, because Headquarters has got a lot of good songs.
Yeah.
Excellent
And it's
album.
produced by Chip Douglas of the Turtles. They still had Boyce and Hart and all the
Right,
songwriters working with them, the Wrecking Crew. It just was bad timing.
Yeah, that's pretty bad, I gotta say. So then that year also was the great Beatles and Monkees Summit, where they brought the two bands together for a meeting. And, and people were like, how can the Beatles take the Monkees seriously? But John Lennon got it. He said he described them as the Marx Brothers with music. And that's kind of a perfect way to do it. They were funny, and, they had great songs. So that was that. And then in 1968, they made the movie Head. Did anybody know about this movie? Has anybody actually seen this movie?
It was legendary.
It's kind of unwatchable.
No way. Zappa's in it. Nicholson is in it.
Yeah.
Peter Fonda's in it.
And it was just like...
Peter Bickle.
It's
I wanna see
a
it now.
radical departure from the TV show. It was rated R, and it was psychedelic, trippy craziness, and it was a box office disaster because their fans weren't old enough to go see an R movie. So,
Whoops.
and after that, the TV show was canceled. Peter quit the band. It was a trio in 1969, and then by 1970, declining sales. Mike left, and that was it. And then they suffered from post-monkey depression, is what they called
it.
And that Peter actually, by 1971, had spent or had given away all his money. And he ended up like trying to cross the border with drugs, and he was arrested. He had to spend like a month in jail or something. And yeah, he had hash. And then the same thing. They were all kind of just lost, except actually Mike. Because you know why?
Okay. Liquid paper.
Yes.
I know, Whiteout.
Whiteout,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So
okay,
he was
that's
a millionaire from that, living on the Whiteout fortune.
Who does he
So,
care?
and that was pretty much it. They were around, of course. They were always around. Of course, the legendary Davy appearance on the Brady Bunch when he dated Marsha, who was like 13 at the time. So
Nothing creepy about that.
Date her.
took her to the prom.
Took her to the prom.
Yeah.
There was probably a chaperone.
Yeah.
Alice went with him, I heard. Alice and Sam, they were making out in the back of the car, too. And MTV actually showed a marathon of all the monkey shows, and that brought them right back into the forefront. And they went on tour. They made a new album. And that was Then, This Is Now, I believe, without Mike Nesmith, of course.
Saw the
sitting
Art Center
home.
show myself.
Yeah, actually, I saw him on that tour, too, at Jones Beach.
Nice.
Very, very nice.
There you go.
It was a great show. That was actually a good album, good song, and everything.
I couldn't miss it. I was growing up in Atlantic City. They were there, must have been every 6 months. Big signs everywhere, Monkees.
Yeah, back in the 80s then?
But I didn't care about it back then because I had wandered off into the punk rock world. But I couldn't get away from the Monkees because there's the Sex Pistols covering Steppin' Stone and also Minor Threat covering Steppin' Stone.
Yeah.
So I couldn't escape the Monkees.
That was a garage rock classic, that Steppin' Stone. So everybody loves the Monkees, I have to say.
Sure.
That if you people are watching this and you think you're too cool for the Monkees, you're not. If I'm not too cool, Bill and these guys are not too cool, you're not too cool. It's great music. So, unfortunately, very sad, I have to say. I think it was just recently, I don't know how many years ago, but Davy Jones passed away.
Yeah.
Very shocking. I never expected
It was
that.
shocking.
Really, yeah.
Yeah.
You would never think he was going to go. So right now, it's now the 50th anniversary, and they're back again. Is Nesmith touring with them this time?
He's popping up on shows, but he's not doing all the shows.
Okay. Let's take a quick station break, and we'll be back with Jody Ritson.
Hello there.
Hey, is this Jody Ritson?
This is Jody Ritson. Is this Dennis from the radio?
Yes, that's me, live from Dennis's house.
Live from Dennis's house.
But we're not really live, as
from-
I just told you. Live to tape.
It's like live from Daryl's house, only without you.
Yes, and he stole the idea from me. So
I know,
we're in
I can
litigation now.
imagine.
Please don't bring
How you
Daryl's
guys
name up.
doing?
Doing great. And I would like to also mention that I have the Drunkees on air with me now, too.
Jody.
You have who?
The Drunkees.
Oh, the Drunkees. I was like, you have the Monkees, really? For you.
We're the next best thing.
Yeah, so
Hi,
they're...
Drunkees. I love your manager.
We love him
Nair?
too.
Mike Ruben Kincaid Nair?
I have a small crush on him, but don't tell him.
Jody, you are described as the fifth monkey. Is that fair to say?
I'm the female monkey.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's better.
The what?
The female.
Oh, okay, the female monkey. There you go.
I'm the female. I'm the female version. I think I'm the female version that can't sing or play an instrument, but But I'm happy to take the title anytime.
So now,
I'm the first lady of the Monkees. I would
yeah,
say.
that's good.
That's
So now you run a Monkees convention called the Monkees Jam, and that's happening the June 4th, 2 weeks from now or so.
It's June 4th and June 5th, and I'll tell you, we had 2 conventions where we had one was a memorial for Davy Jones, and then one was all 3 of them were there. I guess it's 2 years ago now, and the concept for Monkee Jam was that there's so many Facebook people and so many tribute bands out there that perform and love the Monkees like I do. From all over the world, love this band. They want to meet each other because they're Facebook friends, they're Twitter friends, they're Instagram friends. And, it's very hard to lock down a date and lock down everything that you need. So if I just proactively say, okay, this is when the party is, and I guess like in Field of Dreams, if you build it, they will come.
Right.
I kind of have that same attitude with Monkee Jam. And the reason it's called Monkee Jam is because it's literally just a weekend of all tribute bands jamming to the Monkees. Cersei and Christian Nesmith are coming. And, I mean, we're having a pajama party with them. We're having some of, bands from all over that are getting exposure for the first time or are well known in the industry. Some of the fans that perform are going to get up there. We're going to do trivia. We're going to do karaoke. I have so many autographed things that I'm giving away. I'm doing stuff for charity.
That sounds like a great time. Now let me ask you this. I saw that you actually spent the weekend with Mike Nesmith. Is this true?
Yes, I did.
What does your husband think about
4
this?
days. Well, something, when we got married, it was sort of like, this is what I come with. He knows me since I'm in elementary school, and everybody knows me from elementary school since I'm 11 years old. Everybody knows me as the Monkee Girl because everybody was into Skid Row and Aerosmith, and I'm going to, wait in line at the Nittany Mall for Davy Jones's autograph. So I have not veered from this at all, but the fact that I have gained the trust of them, and I'll tell you something, I was with Nez and in his hotel room, and it wasn't just myself, so don't get the wrong idea. I'm sitting in his hotel room, and he says to me, do you want to hear the new album? And I'm like, yes. And I got on the airplane to come home from Detroit, and it hit me all of a sudden that, oh my God, I just totally listened to the entire new CD, which wasn't released, with my childhood idol. That's my opinion. And it was like, all of a sudden it hit me, and it was so surreal.
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
it was almost like, I almost couldn't breathe.
Talk to you about the new CD. When is that actually going to be released?
It's going to be released on May 27th, and I will have them. I already have my order in. I already heard the CD. I actually have a copy of the CD. And listen, I will tell anybody the truth. The album Just Us took me 3 years. I couldn't get through it. I just hated it. But I love Cool It. This CD is so freaking good. I am not even kidding you. I mean, it is. I have listened to it over and over, and I don't like new music. This reminds me of the old Monkees. What I kept telling Nez was, I can't believe the vocals. Their harmonies, Mickey and Nez's harmonies, are like Crosby, Stills and Nash.
Wow, they've gotten better.
And I think it's because, as a kid, when you're listening to the Monkees, you're not listening for harmonies. You're kind of just like bopping your head. But I cannot believe how good this music is. Okay, Monkee Jam tickets are available at www.monkeesconvention2016. there's a tab at the top that says Monkey Jam. It has all the information regarding the hotel. There's a hotel discount for a room block. And it's going to be Thursday and Christian.
And where is it? You never said where it was. Where will it be located?
See, I'm all over the place. It's in Secaucus, New Jersey, at the Empire Clarion.
And it sounds like it's going to be an awesome time. Check out the new CD. And it was great talking to you, Jody.
Yes.
You guys have been wonderful.
Thanks for calling in.
You're so talented, and thank you so much for supporting this effort. It means so much to me.
Yes. All right.
I can't wait to see you.
Well, yes.
So
We'll be talking to you soon.
All
right.
Bye.
Great.
Thanks, you guys.
Bye, Jody.
Bye.
Bye, Jody.
Bye.
Hey, welcome back to Live from Dennis's house. Now we're going to go to Cha-Cha and the word on the street, all the news. No, not the news. The gossip columnist to the stars with everything terrible in the world of celebrity.
Arsenio Hall is suing Sinead O'Connor.
About time.
Over her rant about him getting drugs for Prince. Arsenio Hall slapped Sinead O'Connor with $5 million defamation lawsuit. Arsenio calls Sinead desperate attention seeker. And in the suit, Arsenio denies supplying Prince with illegal drugs and adds he hasn't had contact with Sinead in 25 years. And he also denies spiking her with drugs back in the day, as she claims.
So now, also on this vein, I heard she was missing. She went missing for a while.
You know, I was going to report on that, but she was missing for a day. So
that old gag.
Yeah.
She
That's
she
what
went
they
on
do.
a bike ride.
A bike ride. And like I heard someone saying, what is she, 5? She rode off on a bike
well,
and
supposedly she desperately has need for mental health because she has suicidal tendencies.
We've known that for quite some time.
Yeah.
But
so
what are you going to do?
But she was missing. She left at like 1:15 on May 16th, and the next day at 12:30 p.m. The police had found her.
It's not even 24 hours.
Right.
That doesn't even count as missing, really.
That's why.
So,
it's not even a weekend.
Yeah. So
who was looking for her?
Yeah, Arsenio apparently. So that $50 million lawsuit will slap her back into reality real quick.
$5 million.
All right,
$5
whatever.
million.
She doesn't have that either. So
yeah.
Yep. So that's it. Is that word on the street?
And that's the word on the street.
Thank you. So welcome back to Live from Dennis's house. And now we're going to talk to the Drunkees. Let's hear it for the Drunkees. And the Drunkees are Bill on bass and vocals. Dave on drums and vocals.
Whoa.
Brian on guitar and vocals. And I believe there's a few other guys that are not here tonight.
There's a couple. We have JT plays keyboards with us. He couldn't make it tonight. And then Adam had an emergency. He's our guitarist and frontman and main singer. And he just couldn't make it. So we carried on without him.
It's very impressive that even without your lead singer, you guys could carry on, just like the Monkees.
Yeah.
Adam's son, Nico.
Oh, yeah. Adam's son, Nico,
Yeah,
of course.
What does he do?
He's our hot shot guitarist.
Oh, really? Wow, how many guys you got in this band?
Too many.
All right, so
Don't
now...
forget Michelle, who couldn't be with us this year, of course.
Exactly.
Don't forget Michelle on percussion, all right?
Wow.
Beautiful Michelle.
Well, then we might as well bring up Tom, the rabbit.
Oh
and
my
then Jim.
God.
You got a triangle player and a tambourine player, too?
This is like
Yes, they're gonna
sliding
be
the
And
here
fish.
Anthony, our buddy Anthony, he's one of the originals.
Wow.
It's a revolving door of players.
You got more beggars and hangers-on than Motley Crue. How and what made you guys decide, all right, we're going to form a monkey tribute band? Who came up with that idea?
Well, it was Dave's idea.
Yeah?
Well, not so much of a tribute band. We started as a good friend of ours, another one of these hardcore Monkees fans, was turning 30, a friend of Amy. And I said, you know what? Let's have a good party. Let's, instead of just all kind of hacking it up on the acoustics, let's get down there. We'll set up everything. But everybody come and bring a Monkees song that they know and they're going to own, okay? So we had this fantastic party, and we played Monkees music all night. And then, after that, it was like we got together. Hey, this is pretty good.
Yeah, we liked it so
Keep
much
it
we
going.
kept doing it.
Yeah.
We played at Dave's wedding, at my wedding. We
Oh,
played a bunch of
Wow.
backyards and a couple festivals, and we just, we're all in other bands, but we always bonded on our love of the Monkees, and we always come together and play Monkees just for the fun of it.
So now, were you a big Monkees fan growing up as a child? Did you ever? I guess nobody's old enough to actually watch the original series when it first came on.
No, but
So we all
syndication.
yeah.
Syndication helped in the '70s, and I had an awesome cousin who gave me all his hand-me-down records in about 1975 when I was like 5 or 6. I started spinning those records and bouncing off the walls in the basement, thanks to cousin Michael. And then you discover the show, and then you just keep listening.
I remember
the show
syndication. I
was
probably knew the Beatles. I probably knew the Monkees probably even before the Beatles. I was probably like 3 or 4 years old.
Yeah.
sure.
That was a lot of people's introduction to music, if you will. You start out with the
I will.
Monkees, and then you go from there.
Well, it's easy access every day at 5 and 5:30. We have
Right,
the Monkees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys looking forward to playing at the Monkey Jam this year? Have you played in the past there?
It's not. No, we've never done the Monkey Jam. This is
okay.
the first time. It's not often, a lifelong Monkees fan and a bunch of friends get to play Monkees music in front of 1,000 Monkees fans, and we
Yeah,
just
right. What
there's
could
an
be better?
opportunity too good to pass up. So we just can't wait. We're so excited.
Now, will you guys be partaking in the pajama party as well? Or?
Sleeping with a monkey?
Maybe Dave will. He's got the pajamas with the footies. He looks dapper in.
Do you have monkey pajamas, actually?
Well, I refuse to
lunchbox.
answer that
I
question.
have a lunchbox.
He's got a lunchbox.
Oh, do you really?
Well, it's a reprint, but
Ah,
it still looks
okay.
cool.
Have you guys heard the new CD yet?
I've heard a couple of the songs. I love it. Some of my favorite.
sounds really good.
Some of my favorite songwriters are on this one. Paul
Absolutely.
Weller of the Jam wrote a song. Andy Partridge,
XTC, yeah.
Rivers Cuomo. It's just an amazing idea, and I can't wait to hear the rest of it.
May 27th, it's coming out.
May 27th and June 4th.
And now we're going to start smelling the Monkees albums, and we're going to name our favorite songs. There's so many, I don't even know where to start. But I'll start by smelling, and then I'll think. Ah, this one smells so good. That's
give
what
it
a record should smell like. I'm going to have to just go with Last Train to Clarksville, because I'm under pressure right now, and I didn't have time to think
That
about
is
it.
so good. It's a little sweet.
Yeah, I'll smell this one, too.
Oh, don't
It's
think
not
I
as
haven't
good.
I
smelled
think
this
I
album
have
before.
to say Daydream Believer.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
They have
Laugh,
so many
ho,
damn
ha,
good
ha,
songs.
Oh, yes.
Isn't that good?
That is really.
Fine vintage.
What's your favorite song, Brian?
Some of the short ones.
You can only name one.
Okay.
The pressure.
Oh, my. Let's go.
So many.
Let's go with Porpoise Song. That's what
Wow.
I'll go Head.
You guys are really...
Head, the movie Head.
Wow.
Hey, look, it's got stats,
Yeah,
shoe
look at
size,
that.
favorite color.
How tall is Nesmith, Dave?
Nez is 6'1", Bill.
It's good information to have.
The tallest monkey, He is.
Davy Jones 5'1".
Yeah.
A whole foot difference there. Did you get a chance to smell
But
it?
big
Oh, wait a
shoes.
minute.
Hey, that's good.
My
Great.
favorite basement vintage.
Yeah, exactly.
That and Marvel Comics. I'm gonna go. Randy Scouts Git for.
Wow,
favorite
you
song.
guys really go deep down into that
Wow.
catalog.
They
They
deep
really
cut.
Wow,
did.
yeah.
The Monkees were dark, man.
Yeah, the
Mary Mary's
songs-
about a guy who wants to kill himself because he's obsessed over a girl.
Really?
Last Train to Clarksville's about a guy trying to get laid one last time before he ships off to Vietnam. I mean, the Monkees are pretty deep if
Wow,
you
who
listen
knew
to the
about
lyrics.
that? Yeah.
Wow, they were so goofy.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get
You
really
wouldn't think
more
it.
into this.
Going
Yeah.
down is about going
It's
down.
about a guy who breaks up with his girlfriend and tries to kill himself by jumping into the Mississippi River, but he
Wow.
finds he can't drown, so he just floats down the river to New Orleans and looks for a new life.
So you know what every monkey song is about?
Probably not
How about
everyone.
this one? Your Auntie Griselda. What's that about?
That's about an
Auntie
auntie
Griselda.
named
Incestuous relationship between
Griselda.
Davy and
All right, no.
yeah, we can't get dark, on the Monkey Show. This is supposed to be for children. Not
family
this is
show.
like the movie Head. We're doing an R-rated show for
Yes, exactly.
monkey fans.
Defame the Monkees
Nick,
and take them
you need to
seriously.
take
Get them into
control
the
of
Rock and Roll
this.
Hall of Fame,
Oh,
where they
that's
belong.
right. What's Jody waiting for? Jody better get on that. Get the monkeys into
Get
the
it
Hall
back.
of
Don't
Fame.
get her started. I can hear her talking about
Yeah,
that.
right. So yeah, that will be our next thing. We'll make a date to come back on the show next year, and hopefully we have put the monkeys into the Hall of Fame by then.
I hope so.
Let's see what happens.
Call to action.
You think we can do it?
It's a hashtag. Get the hashtag going. And the other trivia thing, I don't know if you know this, Charles Manson actually tried out for the gig
No
on
doubt.
the suggestion of Dennis Wilson of the Beach Boys.
He was one of
He
the
was hanging out with
400?
at the time. He was one of the 400.
Oh
yeah.
man! Oh, that's awesome. Just think how awesome that would have been
my
if
God.
Manson was one of the Monkees.
Yeah.
Manson's still smashing young, yeah.
No, if he became one of the Monkees, and then Don Kirshner trying to tell him that he can't play his own
Oh, that would
songs.
have got ugly.
It would have been more than a fist going through that wall. Right, so the thing is, the Monkees Jam, it's at the Empire Clarion Hotel in Secaucus, New Jersey, near the Meadowlands. You can get tickets at monkeyconvention2016.com. And the Drunkees playing 3 p.m. on June 4th. That's the Saturday. Come see us. We want to see all your smiling faces out there.
Marvin Halbert of Springfield, Illinois, is in police custody after Walmart workers found him having inappropriate relations with a farm pig in the superstore restroom. Customers reported hearing loud squealing coming from the bathroom in the back area of the store near the layaway department. An eyewitness said her 7-year-old son went in to use the restroom and came out screaming, "Mommy, Mommy, there is a man in the bathroom holding a pig really close to him." If I had $1 for every time I heard that. Confused, the woman alerted a store clerk and was informed they had already had several complaints about noise in the restroom. Raymond Cooper, an employee at the Walmart store, said he was the one that ran in and saved the pig. When I went into the bathroom, I heard squealing from inside the stall. I told the man to open it, but he wouldn't, so I kicked it in. And that crazy fool, for real, was doing a pig. I socked him in the face and grabbed the pig. That fool was knocked out cold. Shortly after, the police arrived and took Halbert into custody. According to reports, Halbert just cried, saying, "I want my piggy back."
That he does.
He later told police he had nowhere else to take his pig for alone time. Sexy time, if you will. His wife had just kicked him out of the house once she found out this longtime pet was her husband's new lover. Halbert was seen on surveillance camera sneaking into Walmart's loading dock and slipping undetected into the restroom.
How that happened.
Halbert is currently being charged with indecent exposure and cruelty to animals. They tried to release the pig to his wife, Patty, but she refused. The pig, which Halbert called Snuggums, has been placed with the Humane Society for adoption. So, Bill, if you're interested in a pig, I have the number for you here. And now back to the Drunkees.
That sounds like a Monkees song. Someone call Rivers Cuomo and tell him to get on it.
I think that's what that Randy Scouse Git song was about, wasn't
I'm
it?
gonna buy me a pig.
So, that's from the Sick Sad World Department, Human Wreckage.
Good night, Snuggums. Wherever you are.
I lost my place here now. So, all right. So that's it. We're wrapping it up. Thanks for joining us here on Live from Dennis's house, only on 474 The Mix, where the music matters. See you next week. I'll be doing another classic album and behaving badly. Like us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, DennisMorgillo.com. Watch me on the radio and hear me on the TV and all social media.